To have tested, a few months ago and tested it really early on was a really cool process to see how it's kind of transformed into what it is now. But the stealth driver is awesome. Sometimes you have issues with testing drivers and getting comfortable with a new one, how it looks, how it sets up. But within about 10-20 shots, I had a driver that I felt comfortable, that I was willing to play. That's what's exciting, is that you could find a wood and you look at the technology and you look at what's going into this, is that this is something that's never been done. And it feels so good that you feel confident about it. So when you look at the stealth driver, you put it down, it looks amazing. Aesthetically, it's pleasing. And it's just something you want to have in the bag. So I really look forward to playing with it. Obviously, visually is the first thing you see, and that's how you're going to judge a lot of products. So when you put down the stealth driver, it's got a black top, but it's got a red face and it really sticks out. And I remember the first time I looked at it, I was a little freaked out in a sense of this is so different than what's ever been out there. There's never been really a colored face other than black or maybe even silver. But it's something that you get over so quickly because the driver looks so good and you don't focus on the red, you just know that you're trying to hit the sweet spot. So after visually looking at it and you get used to that, it's all about sound, it's all about the feel, and it's soft, but it feels powerful. You don't have to swing it hard to get the ball going. You can just hit your normal swing. You can feel the kind of speed that it comes off. And I think that, goes back to the technology of having those 60 pieces of carbon, put together on the face, is that it's something that's never been done. So we didn't really know what it was going to feel like. But it feels better than anything we've had before. So that's what's exciting to see, is that technology, now we can keep pushing the limits to see what the carbon face can do rather than, titanium face is what we had in the past.
The carbon club face, it makes sense to me, right? You can make the club face way lighter, which is crazy to think that you can make a club face that's lighter than titanium. And then that means that you can distribute more of the weight of the club head behind the face where there's more mass. When you talk to the engineers and how they came up with this, it makes sense. And I think we're seeing that as well. I was getting some ball speeds yesterday that I was really, really pleased with. I honestly think in a few years' time, I think TaylorMade have obviously been the leaders in this, but I think you're going to see all other club manufacturers go to carbon faces as well. So I heard about the red face before I actually seen it in person, and I was a little skeptical. I was like, oh, I don't know if it's going to look good or if it's going to look a bit gimmicky. But you put it on, you don't even notice the red face. It's really clean. I love that. The crown of the club's all black. It's simple. It's definitely got a lower pitched hit, which I think most of the guys like. I think with a titanium wood, you're constantly having to try to put glue in the head to dampen the sound a little bit. But I think the sound is naturally dampened with this new driver.
まずかっこいい印象と、あと僕は音が好きなので、打つのがすごい楽しいなっていう感じですね。僕まずボールをスイッチしたので、タイトリストから TP5X にボールをチェンジして、球の初速も上がりましたし、それに加えてステルスのカーボンフェイスでさらにボールスピード上がってるんじゃないかなと思います。